Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are staying safe right now during the coronavirus. So, I've been trying to think of a good video to put out there right now, and I've been I was thinking about making a video about suffering earlier on, but I just never had the right motivation to do it. Well, now it's like the perfect time to make a video about suffering and what to do and what really God is trying to tell us through suffering. So. I have a captive audience right now who have time to watch longer videos. This might be a longer one, but I think it would be very, very helpful. So let's go right into it. You ever ask yourself, why does God allow suffering? We don't really know the true answer to that. I don't think anybody ever does. That's not something that He just comes right out and tells us in the Bible. It's just nowhere He says that. But there are some tips that I wanted to just throw out there during times of suffering. Our world was designed to be perfect. God created the perfect world. Original sin caused by Adam and Eve ruined that for us. There's only one place for true perfection, where there is no pain, where there is no suffering, where there is no disease, and that is heaven. No matter what is causing us pain in this life, won't affect us in the next if we are saved. As we know, good, holy, and faithful people still get sick. Just because you are a good person and you are a believer does not mean God will protect you from every sickness. Actually, in the Bible, Jesus says it's the exact opposite. In Luke chapter 14, verse 27, Jesus says, "And whoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be my disciple." Cross in this sense means our physical suffering, whether it be depression, whether it be pain that we experience, whether it be anxiety, anything that is that causes us suffering, that is our cross. Now, why would God ask us to carry our cross if He is full of love and mercy? Why would He want us to suffer? The thing is, He doesn't want us to suffer, but when we are suffering, He wants us to suffer with Him, not alone. That's the key. He wants us to bring our suffering to Him because Jesus Himself, fully man and fully God, suffered as well when He walked this earth 2,000 years ago. He suffered the most painful, gruesome death ever invented back then, the crucifixion. It's important for us to understand that yes, Jesus Christ did indeed experience pain. He is fully human. There's comfort in knowing that Jesus understands what we are going through in our suffering because He Himself experienced suffering as well. Christ is calling us to embrace our suffering because Jesus Christ embraced His suffering. We are called to model our lives after Jesus. And since He embraced His suffering and didn't run away from it, we shouldn't either. We don't know why some people suffer more than others, but suffering can actually bring us closer to God. And some of you might have even experienced that. Remember, everything happens for a reason. However, suffering can also push one away from Christ. They can start to blame Him and question Him. And so I urge you, if you are in this position right now, to keep asking the question and to bring God into it through prayer. Why is this happening to me? And maybe, just maybe, God is using this suffering or this cross in your life to transform your life. Already in my 25 years of living on this earth, I've experienced and I've heard so many stories of how suffering has saved their faith. And some of the most faithful people that I know, they got their faith through suffering. And what's also very fascinating about suffering is that it can stir, non-believers to belief, especially after a very scary medical diagnosis. And maybe for the first time in their lives, they'll reach out and pray. So to close, we don't know why certain people suffer more than others, but it all depends on your outlook when faced with suffering. One can choose to let anger build up inside them and cause them to turn away from God. Or you can embrace it. You can embrace the suffering and bring you closer to God. If you are on the verge of losing your faith right now, I urge you to ask yourself this question. Where is it that I ultimately want to end up? In a place where pain and suffering exist every day, in hell, or in a place where pain and suffering doesn't even exist, in heaven. It's easy. Choose heaven. Choose God, follow God, and trust in God, especially in our suffering. We might suffer greatly in this life, but we will be rewarded greatly in the next. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps you, especially right now, dealing with whatever is bothering you, and if you are questioning your faith.